So a couple of words on the Young Foundation and where I'm from. And Jeff ran the organisation until about 6 months ago. The Young Foundation was probably one of the first centres in the world to start doing social innovation. And it's not called Young because of young people working there or because of the work we do. It's named after a man called Michael Young. He was said by Howard Bell at Harvard to be one of the biggest social entrepreneurs of the last century. And Michael was a policymaker, he was a sociologist, he was a writer, but he was also in government. And he went through many parties in government, actually. But he was in government in the Labour Party in 1945 and was responsible for quite a lot of the writing and the development around the welfare state in the 1945 Labour Party manifesto. And Michael lived and worked in a building where we still live and work in East London today, in a very poor part of London, but also a very rich part of London. So the borough that we work in holds Canary Wharf on one side, so, you know, big business centre. And on the other side, it has schools and houses that are so poor where the children in the schools speak up to 50 or 60 languages in one school. So incredibly diverse communities. And it's said as you walk across the borough of where we are, within about 2 miles radius, that your life expectancy drops by 13 years. So it's kind of, not during the walk. It's not that bad. Please come and visit us if you're ever in London. It's not that scary. But you know, it's a really interesting area. And Michael Young was there. And the reason that Michael Young left government was because he was frustrated and not being able to get anything done. You know, having an idea and not being able to push it through the bureaucracy. So he left and he set up a couple of organisations himself, which have now merged to become the Young Foundation. And why do I tell you so much about this man? Because the work that we do today is very much the work that he did when he set up the organisation. It's about looking out of the window, looking at the social problems and the needs that are around us, and trying to find a better way to deal with some of these things. So it means that we go from areas of work like happiness and well-being of people to civility. How do we actually live together in society, in very diverse societies with very different cultures? To how do we stop kids going back into the criminal justice system, to how do we improve the educational life chances of young people, to how do we help our elderly people to have a much better life and be able to contribute back into society. So what we do is a combination of this is some of the things that we do. We do a combination of research, where we research into those societal needs, the big questions that are facing us today. Then we do two things with that research. We either set up new ventures, so we find new solutions, and we pilot projects. Quick and dirty, cheap and easy is our kind of catchphrase around this. So we set things up quickly, test them, see if they work, refine them, try again. And when those organisations are developed enough, we spin them out to become their own organisation. The organisation that I run, Six, or the network, is one of those organisations that are about to become independent as well. But we also use our knowledge from our research to do a lot of work advising local government, but also working at a local government way, trying out new solutions with them as well. And these are some of the things that we're developing or that we've spun off already. So the Studio Schools Trust, which Jeff mentioned, Uprising, which is about young people playing a bigger role in their society. Our political system in the UK, the people that are in it, the people that are making the decisions for us, in no way represent the communities they're making the decisions for, in many cases. So Uprising is a programme about getting young people between 19 and 25 to understand how the political system works, understand their communities a bit better, and enable them or equip them to play a bigger role in their society. So that hopefully will generate a new generation of public leaders. But again, there's a lot of the local wellbeing project is about training on a local level to enable people to bounce back, to improve their wellbeing and therefore their life chances. There's a lot of statistics in the UK that says that, you know, how well people do in their life is as much linked to their well-being and their emotional resilience as it is to their education and their physical health.